How's digging my shovels? This is Spade here doing some Pokemon Showdown. And I got this team of suspects right here and I figured I could do some matches, with it. You may remember it from my previous Wi-Fi battle. But I wanted to do some matches here on Showdown too, because, it may just be the final time we get to see Tornadus T or Keldeo. Who knows? But what do we got here? We got some Rainstorm. Oh dear, this Rachi is actually going to be, if it's one of those subcom minders, that's gonna be a real big pain in the ass. But I actually do have I put Perry's song on this Choice Specs Politoed basically just because of those freaking Rachis. Because I put it for Rachi because subcom mind otherwise screws my team over, basically. But I got Sleep Talk on this guy. He's gonna go for the Spores, so we're gonna switch into Tornadus here, and we're gonna play a little game of roulette. Let's see what we get. Maybe switch initiative? Maybe hurricane? Who knows what? We will find out. That U-turn would be like so nice. It would be. Nice, nice. Anyways, we got Chansey here. What should I do? I have a couple of options. I could go into Ferrothorn. Well, he has Tentacruel as a spinner. I could go into Toxicroak, but he's gonna go into his Skarm, and I really won't be able to get too many boosts, and he can just, blow me away with his, I guess I could. I guess I'll go into Ferrothorn, because the only thing he can really do to avoid the lead seed is by going into Among Us, and I can go into my Tornadus, and there isn't really anything he can do unless he has, like, HBIs. But I got Regenerator, so that's really not a problem. But, yeah, just wondering if I should. I think I'll go for Stealth Rocks right now. There we go. Alright, he's gonna go for his. That's interesting having Stealth Rocks on Chansey, but I guess, Skarm is for, Skarm is for spikes. And that means this thing is most likely the subcom minder, which is going to be a huge pain in the ass. But, okay, he actually goes into his Tentacruel. And he's gonna be planning to spin away my hazards. My Stealth Rocks, and I do not have a spin blocker. I'll double lead seed, because I know he's gonna spin. There's like nothing he can do. I guess he could set up his own, toxic spikes, but I could just go into my own Tentacruel and just absorb them, so I don't really mind. I wonder if he's gonna keep on. The thing is, I don't really mind if he goes into his Among Us, so I could just, I could go into my own Tentacruel and then spin away. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Alright, he goes into his Among Us. Alright, that's fine, that's fine. He could be the double Spore set, and I'll just Scout and set up a sub. He may just Giga Drain, although that would be kind of weird and pointless because it's a defensive Among Us, and I think he's gonna just double Spore. Yeah, he does. There we go. So I get a free sub, and I'm gonna get my rapid spin off. So that is pretty nice. Would be nice to go for the Scald, try to get the burn, but at this point my main priority is to just get rid of the rocks and then go from there. And he's not actually able to break my sub with one hit, because, I am quite bulky. Okay, now in comes this guy. And, I'm actually faster than him. But, Scald only did 22%. Which is definitely going to be a problem. I'm gonna stay in once. Hopefully get the burn. Yes, there we go. That's gonna definitely help. Alright, we see Thunder. Alright, I'm definitely thinking he's one of those subcom minders, which is a problem. It truly is. Let me go into Ferrothorn, because I still don't want to take a Thunder with my Politoed. Okay, he's Wish support with just Thunder, because, why not? Why not have it? anyways, he goes for the Wish. He's most likely just going to keep it to himself, because nothing else on his team is really hurt. And he goes for Thunder. You know, Parahax would be nice. I get a boosted Gyro Ball off. You know, that would be a thing. But I think I'll just Lead Seed. Not really sure what he's going to do. Okay, he goes into his Skarmory. That is just fine. I have a couple options here. But I think what I could do is go into my Tentacruel, because that would kind of give me the initiative to first spin away the hazards that he's going to set up. And then basically I can hit him with the Scald. You know, he's basically, yeah, I wonder what should I do first. I could go for the Scald right off the bat, or then I could just, you know, since he has a stall team, he has like nothing that would initially, you know, force me to, force me out, you know, the only thing really being the Jirachi. But I'll just go for Scald and get a lot of damage on him. Okay, he does go for the Whirlwind right off the bat, but that is fine. I could potentially kill him. So if I get these two, I have like a 66% chance to kill him with, I guess there's also the chance of Focus Blast missing, but I'm gonna go for my chances. You know, Tornadus Roulette. That is the way we go. Let's see. And unfortunately I do get U-turn, so he's most likely going to be able to roost off the damage, but to be honest, isn't really the end of the world, and he does. But he's lead seated, so there's the constant pressure on him. And I think this time I could just spin. I think I'll do. I'll just go for the spin, because, you know, I don't want those spikes to be racking up, and if I don't end up getting a safe switch into this thing, the Tentacruel, you know, there's that. But, anyways, Chansey is apparently going to set up Stealth Rogues, I would assume. I'm gonna set up a sub and basically go from there. I kind of also want to see, does he have the T-Wave? So, okay, he goes for Soft Boiled. I'm gonna go for the Toxic just because I also kind of want to see, does he have like Heal Bell or Aromatherapy, or what does he have? And then basically I can force this thing to switch out. And I got the Rain Dish on my side. Oh man, this is turning out to be such a stalling match, but you know, what did you expect against the Rain Stall team? Basically, he doesn't have a single sweeper on his team. I just kind of have to basically whittle down all his things. Tornadus is kind of my main man to do that, but yeah, still not looking that good. But yeah, okay, he's gonna switch out. I gotta say, getting the burn on this Among Us would be extremely nice. So I'm gonna be fishing for some Scald burns. You know, we already learned that he cannot break my sub with one hit. Tentacruel does have that good natural special defense, even though I'm running more of a physically defensive Tentacruel, because, you know, that's the thing, what is recommended usually. It makes Tentacruel overall really a bulky Pokemon. And there we go, there's my Scald Burn, but I'm still kind of worried if he has to Heal Bell on the Chansey, which might be the case, but anyways, you know, Rain Boosted Scalds are, you know, they're doing like 18% of damage. And, you know, free sub is a free sub, so why not? Why not Zoidberg? You know, that's the thing. But Incan Skarm, I'll just go for the Scald again, and it should do a nice 45% damage. Alright. And if he's gonna be Roostalling, you know, he looks to be more of a specially defensive Skarm, judging how well he's actually taking these hits, but I'll eventually get that burn if I keep just spamming the this attack. But anyways, I think I could, he's probably just gonna go into his Tentacruel, but I could take him out with the Secret Sword. I'll just go for the Secret Sword, and if he I was really hoping he would go into Chansey, but then again, he has Among Us, which is even a better check to Keldeo, so there is that. But I think it's time to play some roulette, go into Tornadus, and we go from there. Oh, gotta say the Sleep Talk is like working so well here, avoiding all the get the that's a shame, that's a shame. Anyways, I think I will just go into Ferrothorn, because if he does go for the Stun Spore, then, you know, it doesn't matter. Okay, he has HPIs. He has HPIs. Okay, your opponent disconnected. I'll just go look for another match. And, okay, there's actually somebody challenging me. And actually to an OU match. You know, that I could accept. But that was kinda, as you saw, it was going to be a real boring, long fight. But, you know, there was still some mind games, but still, I don't know. But I'm still gonna keep it in, because it was, you know, kinda interesting. But gotta say, if I would have played it till the end, or rather, if he would have, I don't know. I guess it would have been super boring. I don't know. I guess you can be the judge of that. But that is what we are going to be getting today. Anyways, we got another kind of defensive core, right? Like the 4 of these guys, although the Heatran could be more offensive. But this is more like a balanced team, the very least. But anyway, so I'll just lead with Politoed, basically go from there. He leads with Ferrothorn. I do want to get Focus Blast off and do a lot of damage, and then kind of cripple him to a point where I can revenge kill with basically anything, and then just go from there. He has the Jellicent, which is kind of unfortunate for the Keldeo right here. But luckily I do hit my Focus Blast, get a special defense drop. When do you get special defense drops with Focus Blast as opposed to missing? Like, never. Anyways, there are 2 things he's going to do. And first thing would be to stay in, which would be risky. But then another thing would be to go into Jellicent, which I'm thinking he's going to do. So what I'll actually do is go into my Tentacruel, and he is going to switch out, and he does go into Jellicent. There we go. Blah 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 blah. He could, but he is the spin blocker kind. But I'll set up a sub, because if he like Will-O-Wisps, I don't want the residual damage on me. So there's that. Not really sure though, is he going to be staying in here? But I cannot spin on him, and okay, he goes into his Ferrothorn. Alright, that's fine. I can, you know, I'm safely behind a sub, I can fish for a burn, and then basically go from there. Alright, I do 11%, he goes for the Power Whip, and, what I say, still getting that, Skull Burn off would be extremely nice, but we don't get it. But he's not doing too much with the Power Whip. So there's that. Maybe 3rd time will be the Charmander. Come on, get it. No, I don't get it. Aw, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate indeed, because he's recovering a lot of HP. But I think he might be going actually back to Jellicent now, predicting me to Rapid Spin, so there is that. Then I could go for the Toxic and go from there, but I think what I'll do now is go into Tornadus, because he's still in a range where I could just rock him like a hurricane, and then just go from there. If he... Okay, oh dear, he has T-Wave on this thing. Wow, I did not see that coming. But anyways, I'll still rock something like a hurricane, so there's that. What does he want to go into to take one? I guess Heatran can take, especially if he is more defensive, but yeah, T-Wave on Ferrothorn, it always catches me surprised. You don't really see that too much. But, yeah. It would have been just really nice to find out what kind of set he's running in the first place, but No dice, no cigar, I guess. What is he going to do? Like, HP ice me? Or he's most likely gonna set up rocks. I'll go into Tentacruel, because he's not gonna, like, Earth Power. Or I guess he could predict me to switch out. But, like, whatever. I think he's gonna Stealth Rocks. Yeah, he does. He does. But does he want to go into Jellicent to spin block now? I kind of doubt. I'll just spin now, because if he goes into his Jellicent, then I'll set up a sub, which he cannot break. And he does go into Jellicent. I guess he could have Shadow Ball, but I guess we'll find out. I guess we will see. And, you know, getting Toxic on this thing, he has Giga Drain. And that crits me, okay. I'm pretty sure I can live this. You know, in the previous match I lived the Giga Drain from the Among Us. So I'm sure I can live it from this thing. Why does he have Giga Drain on Jellicent? That is just weird. I guess anti-Gastrodon, which isn't too common, and he has, you know, Ferrothon on top of everything. Okay, he goes into Keldeo, which I'm guessing is... If it's Calm Mind, then that's fine, but he actually has... It Empower Electric. That's the only thing that really comes to my mind. But, anyways, I should probably go into my own Ferrothorn. I think that would be slightly, moderately good idea. I guess he predicted that and goes back into his Heatran, however. That's an interesting play. But I think what I'll do is go back into my Tentacruel now, because if he does Fire Blast, if he goes for the Stealth Rocks in both those scenarios, I'm going to be just fine. Although at this point I'm still not really sure whether he has Earth Power or not. And he actually has Lava Plume, and that does not burn. You know, nothing burns today. My Scalds don't burn, his Lava Blooms, they do not burn. But what is going to burn this hit, which I'm going to land, hopefully, on this Heatran? I'm just going to go straight for the Scald, because if he goes into his Jellicent, then I basically don't care. So, there's that. And he actually goes into Ferrothorn. Will the Scald burn now? It does not burn now. It never burns. Okay. Well. Once I just get rid of this Ferrothorn, things are going to be just so much easier. But, I can set up a sub again, predicting him to Lead Seed, or is he going to Power Whip this time? I think I'll Scout once, see what he wants to do now. And then, you know, there's always a chance that Power Whip is going to miss, although most likely not, and it just doesn't. It doesn't. And, you know, if I just get the Scald Burn, come on. Scald Burn maybe now? No. And now he leads it. He makes all the right predictions with his Tentacruel. And now he's getting so much HP back. But I'll go into my Tornadus again, because I can at the very least fire off a Hurricane, or he might switch out. He goes into his Jellicent, which has like Giga Drain and what, Will-O-Wisp and stuff. I think I'll still fire off one Hurricane, kind of put some pressure on him, except he crits me with a Scald. That's awesome. Just what I wanted for Christmas. Crit Scald, and Tornadus, instead of, you know, being able to do something, is now completely dead. So that's kind of special, but I'll set up a sub on this Jellicent again, as he's most likely gonna go into Ferrothorn. But now again, I have a chance to get a burn with a Scald. Oh, okay, he goes into Keldeo. Okay, well, that's something. I guess I can Toxic you. That's fine by me. You know, getting some residual damage on this Keldeo is, you know, it's always good. It is always good. And there we go. And now he could potentially predict me to switch into Ferrothorn again and then go into his Heatran. That is what he did the last time. But what I could do is go and do Toxicroak this time. And that could be an option because then I could just Drain Punch the Heatran and go from there. But then again, I could take one hit. So although there's a chance that he's like Specs. So I wouldn't want to take the risk. But at this point, I don't care. So I'm going to take a risk. And he's going to go for the Hidden Power. And as you did still see, you know, I still took it relatively well. 46%. Not that bad. Not that bad. I guess I'll get... The only thing I can do is get some damage with the Scald here. So I'll just go ahead and do that. I'm thinking he's going to be staying in. So I'll go into Toxicroak actually this time. Okay, he goes into Ferrothorn. Well, that works out too. That works out too. Although now he's most likely going to go into his Gliscor, I would say. It's a shame I don't have Ice Punch, but yeah. I'm pretty sure he's going to go into Gliscor, so what I could do is pull kind of a risky double switch, either Tentacruel or my Keldeo right here. I think Keldeo would be overall the safer option. I'll go into Keldeo. Let's see what he does. And there we go. It is a Gliscor. But now he's gonna be going most likely into his Jellicent, which I just absolutely cannot touch. But I'll just go into Tentacruel, and there we go. Oh man, oh man, oh man. How long can I keep this up? My prediction pants are tight right now. But can I keep this up? That is the question. Anyways, I'll set up a sub. I'll set up a sub now. And he's gonna go for the Giga Drain. That does not break my sub. And if he goes into his, you know, Ferrothorn, you know, that's fine. Then I'm gonna get another chance to burn him with the Scald, and that is what he does. Should have just gone straight for the Scald, but I figured might as well play it safe because I'm behind the sub and I really lose nothing by going for it. And maybe now Scald burn. No, finally! How long did it take? How long did it take? Oh man, way too long. I think this was my 5th Scald on this Ferrothorn. But now I can actually wear this thing down. He's not going to be able to break my subs with the Power Whip, and I'm basically going to be gaining a lot of HP. I basically survived the onslaught from the Keldeo, and now with this burn, we are just good to go. In comes Garchomp. I think I'll just go straight for the Scald, because, you know, I don't want him to be setting up or anything. And, you know, also Scald Burn on this guy would be extremely, extremely nice. And don't get it, however. But all that matters is that I got the Scald Burn on the whatchamacallit thing, the Ferrothorn. So I'm actually going to go into my own Ferrothorn, because I kind of need to keep this Tentacruel for the Jellicent. And also the, well, basically everything. So there is that. But I think setting up rocks would kind of be nice, because it looks like he doesn't have a spinner. So I think that would benefit me a lot, you know, chipping away his HP from the random thing. Although, you know, going for the lead seed was the secondary option, which I kind of would have liked to gone for, but anyways, this is some sort of defensive guy with the, I think I'll take my chances and I'll take one Lava Plume if it comes down to it. And maybe I'll get burned, but then again, maybe Tentacruel would get burned, which would be, you know, still bad. It would be. So, okay, he roars. Nice. Well, that works out. That works out. Although he roars me out into Politude, and that's most likely going to lure out the Jellicent again. But in both of these scenarios, whether he stays in and instead of, well, he's not going to stay in. But if he stays in, if he switches into Jellicent, you know, Tentacruel would be the guy. And he does go into his Jellicent. What do you know? And I'm gonna get more HP back from the rain dish. I'm back to 80%. Oh dear. That is nice. We're gonna set up a sop here again. And this time I got Stealth Rocks helping me. So if he goes into like Garchomp or something, you know, it's gonna be whittled down and then I can Scald and do all that jazz. Anyways, he actually goes into Keldeo. And I have a couple options here. I could just take him out and be a relatively good amount of health. Or then I could just keep supping down and then be kind of low HP, but have a free sop, and then have the initiative to go from there. And in fact, that is something that I would like to do more. So I'm just gonna keep on supping down, although it's gonna wear me down real quick. But this time, this turn, he's gonna be taken down by the Toxic, so I will be behind a sub. I'm safe, I can fire off a Scald, go from there. Keldeo is dead, and that is the first kill. Oh man, why did I get so many Stoli matches on these two? But 2 Stoli matches equals like 10 short matches. But oh well. Oh well. I can't blame. I do have a defensive core here. Well, these two are my only defensive pokes here, but they are actually Tentacruel and Ferrothorn, and mainly Tentacruel is holding really well here. But anyways, gonna go for the Scald again. Maybe I'll get a burn to no, still no burn, It's a shame I don't have my Tornadus anymore, because I'm kind of at this point I'm assuming that he is Choice Scarfed. By the way, he's been playing the Garchomp, but anyways, now we are going to go for the Lead Seed, and he has Fire Fang. Okay, he's not choiced at all. Never mind, but in that case we are going to take it out, because Fire Fang is a really weak move. So there is that. But now I'm basically in a range where he can revenge kill me with Heatran. Lava Plume in the rain. You know, it's a stab Lava Plume from Heatran, so it would take me out. I wonder if I should protect here, because I don't really want to. But what I could do is go into my Politude. Well then I could. I don't want to go into Keldeo because. Yeah, well, Politoed and Keldeo both, they are going to lure out the Jellicent. But is he going to fall for it again if I go into Politoed and then double switch into Tentacruel? That is the question. I could protect, but he might just set up rocks, so it would be nice to go into Tentacruel right off the bat. Which, in fact, rhymes and wouldn't be too bad of an idea. But I think Politoed could kind of be a middleman here. Okay, he goes into his Gliscor. That is interesting. That is interesting indeed. Do I have any... Not really. I don't really have any damage on the... But I think what I'll still do... is go for the... I think I could... If I go for the Ice Beam, then he can go back into his Heatran, but that wouldn't be the biggest problem. But if I go for the Hydro Pump, then he can't go into Heatran, then the only thing he can go to is Jellicent. So I'll do that. I'll just go for the Hydro, and he actually goes into his Ferrothorn. That's gonna get destroyed by Specs Hydro Pump, so finally Ferrothorn is gone, although it was kind of my setup bait with the Tentacruel, because I can set up subs all over that guy, so there's that. But now he's kind of, you know, free to go for the Willow, which is slightly going to be annoying, but still he can't take out my Ferrothorn, so I could go and set up the Lead Seed on him, which could be a thing. But he's gonna be able to go for the Willow, but, you know, I don't want my Tentacruel burned because I can set up a free sub on him. Basically what I should probably just do is let this Ferrothorn die. And then I'm gonna be able to get a safe switch into my Tentacruel, set up a sub on this Jellicent, scald these two, and toxic this thing, and then it is basically... then it's basically game. So, yeah, alright. I think that sounds like a plan. I think it does. But I think I'll just keep on lead seeding, because he may switch out, and I would basically... yeah, well, he does switch out, so there's that. Alright, that works out really nicely. It truly does. It does. I could keep on lead seeding. I would really want him to kill me off that at this point. That would be extremely nice. I don't want to go in my Tentacruel, because if he goes for the Lava Plume, then I get burned. Then I'm kinda in a slight disadvantage. So... I think I'll Gyro Ball. Okay, he goes back into his Jellicent. Alright, that's fine. That is fine, that is fine. Basically, I cannot go into Tentacruel, you know, directly. I have to sack my Ferrothorn. Although it's not... Ferrothorn is a Pokemon that's, as you know, it just refuses to die. Even here, it's burned. He's doing his best to take me out, but that is just not happening. That is simply not happening. But I'm gonna keep on spamming the lead seed, because if he switches, then I'll have the initiative. And eventually, he should be able to take me out, you know, with the burn damage and the little bit of scald damage that he's doing to me, although it's not really looking good. And again, he is switching out, and I'm gonna go for the lead seed. There we go. But now, especially, I cannot go into my Tentacruel, because, you know, he can just EQ and go from there. But I don't really feel like gyro balling either, so there's that. Although what I could do now is go into my Politude. Let's try to speed this up. Let's try. I'm gonna try my best. Go into Politoed now. He's gonna go for the EQ. Although he could scout what I'm going to lock myself into. So there's that. Or he could just straight go into his I think what I could do is just Perisong. That would not be a bad idea at all. Alright. Because now, what I can do is, I'm gonna go into my Ferrothorn again, and then I can lead seed, and then he's basically gonna be forced to switch out, which is gonna give me my one free switch, which I basically need at this point. Alright. First count is at 2, and I'm gonna go for the lead seed right about now, because I still don't want to risk him. Although the thing is he? If this Gliscor is faster than me, then that's kind of going to be actually a problem. So yeah, my plan is actually not that solid. Because if I just double switch, if I go now into my Tentacruel, he goes into his Gliscor, then he's gonna just outspeed and EQ me, and then I'll basically I'm just going to be screwed. So I think what I'll just do is go for the lead seed, because yeah, okay, he actually does go into C-Trend, but yeah, okay, I could stay in against this thing and just, you know, die, which would be kind of nice, but at the same time, I could go into, yeah, I could again go into these two, which I think I'll do. I'll go into Politoed, and I think I'll try to, alright, he goes for the Lava Plume. And he's being whittled down a lot. I think at this point I could take the risk of him possibly burning me or going back into Jellicent. So I could go into my Tentacruel and finally get the free sub. I'll do it. I'll do it right now. Right here, right now. Let's see what he's going to do. I think I'm running 0 speed, so we'll see if he's going to switch out first. And then that would be awesome. But if he stays in, you know, that's, you know, it just depends, does he get the 30% of the burn with the lava plume? Although he probably doesn't want to go for it against the Politoed, because, you know, why would he? Because I'm a Politoed. So I'm more going towards him switching out into Jellicent. But he actually stays in, and he actually goes for the Roar, and he roars me out into Edward here. Okay. But again, I could go into my Tentacruel. I could try it. I really could. I probably should. Because Keldeo even more is going to bait out the Jellicent, because it's immune to my dual stab, assuming that it has the water absorb, which it most likely has. So I'll go into my Tentacruel. You know, it would really not make sense for him to... Alright, he goes for Stealth Rocks. Okay, I could basically kill him off right here, or I could Rapid Spin away the rocks, which honestly doesn't matter at this point. So... But basically I'll get a kill here. Unless he goes into his Jellicent now, which I would be able to set up a sub on. So I think I should kill the Heathran now, but it's just, I would like to set up a sub, but if he's gonna stay in, he's gonna go for the Roar. So then that would kinda, you know, suck. So I think what I'll just do is Scald, take him out, but then he's gonna be able to go into his Gliscor. Although now I'm at 91% of health. So I might be able to take one, although I really don't want to. That is the thing. The thing is that Gliscors usually tend to run some speed EVs, and I believe I'm not running really at all. So that's the thing. That is the thing that worries me. What I could do is go into Keldeo again. Or my Politoed. Keldeo could take one hit and outspeed. Politoed necessarily cannot. I think what I'll do is go into Keldeo, take one hit. Okay, he goes for Sub, which is slightly annoying, but I'll have to break it. I guess he's gonna be able to put the Toxic on me, but that's not the worst thing. Okay, he keeps going for the sub. Okay. Are you going to protect now to get even more poison heal? Or what are you going to do? The problem still is that getting a safe switch into Tentacruel against his Jellicent. That's the main problem that I have going on here. And now it would be extremely nice to predict him to go into Jellicent and then just, you know, double switch into, or not double switch, just, you know, switch into Tentacruel and then get the sub and win the game. But now he could protect since he's not, like, he could be one of those sub protect things. That is what I'm thinking, because I've only seen EQ and sub, and yeah, I'll go for the surf. Okay, okay. Huh. He stays in. I guess he probably was expecting me to pull off some weird things, double switches, like I was planning to, but I figured I wouldn't take my chances. And yeah, alright. So now I'll just go into Ferrothorn, and I'll get off the lead seed. And then it basically doesn't matter what happens with the Tentacruel, because, yeah. As long as I have the lead seed, then I can just go for the Toxic with my Tentacruel, and at this point it doesn't matter if I get the burn, because he doesn't have anything else left on his team, so there's that. Although, he's now spin blocking, and I cannot spin, but I got the lead seed, and that's all that matters. Let's see if he gets... Oh, now, this is why I didn't want to go into this thing directly, because I'm sure if I would have, he would have got the burn, and then, you know, while he still had everything left, it would have basically screwed me over, and that is something that I really would not have wanted. So, yeah, there's that. But now I got the Toxic, now I got the Lead Seed. There's basically Lead Seed is going to be nullifying the pretty much the burn damage, and especially with the Rain Dish and the Black Sludge. Yeah, there's that. Let's find out, does he have the Water Absorb? You know, I'm kind of curious at this point. Does he have it? And he doesn't. He has Cursed Body. Oh, would it be nice to get the Cursed Body hacks, but I can actually do a bit of damage to him, so I guess that's something. But basically we're just gonna be stalling out this Jellicent. I hope you guys enjoyed these battles. They were kind of stalling and stallish, kinda, yeah, a lot. And they weren't exactly what I was planning. I was kind of hoping to use Keldeo and Tornadus more, but both of the opponents had really defensive teams and pokes that are kind of difficult for Keldeo and Tornadus to break through. So, yeah, I wasn't really able to use them at all. They weren't really able to do their full potential, but yeah, Explosion's good old Tornadus here got critted, and that was unfortunate, but you know, it happened and kind of killed the momentum early on. But oh well. Oh well. He played well against my Tornadus, and now is basically forced to stall against his Stolicore, which was the 4 pokes. The Heatran turned out to be defensive as well. But yeah, GG. And yeah, how long has this been going? Oh dear, 41 minutes. That's horrible. Oh man. I hope that some of you were actually able to watch this till the end, so I'm not gonna ramble anything anymore, because this is just way too long. So thank you for watching so much, and until next time, we're gonna figure out that is Tornadus, T, and Keldeo. Is either one of them going to get banned, and then I might do more matches with this team, or then I could... No, if Tornadus T gets banned, then I'm just gonna put the old Tornadus back to this team. Probably, if I'm going to keep using this team. We'll see. I'm going to stop rambling, like I said, way too long. Thank you for watching. Until next time, this is TheFlamingSpade, signing out. Peace.